Turning now to Storm Watch 12, meteorologist Josh Colbert. Yesterday, we didn't see any significant changes in terms of our drought monitor. That's good news. Going into this weekend, though, are we still sitting at the same place kind of temperature-wise and smoke-wise?
Yeah, it's going to be exactly the same every single day. The smoke will be a little bit different from day to day, but not by much. For this morning in Wairika, we are seeing conditions that are pretty similar to yesterday morning, so that's no surprise there. 46 degrees right now, and that view coming courtesy of the Rain Rock Casino. 30s this morning over on the east side, so maybe something more than a light jacket would be necessary, but probably just a light jacket necessary for west side valleys and along the coast. And by the way, the coast still experiencing some pretty thick fog, at least up towards Gold Beach and Langlois and up towards Coos County. Inland, of course, we're not seeing any reductions in visibility, but we are seeing some minor reductions when it comes to air quality. Some of this moderate air quality that is streaming down from the Cedar Creek fire. We have some northeasterly winds, so you can kind of see the trail of smoke from the origin point. Lots of very unhealthy to hazardous even air quality that is up in the Willamette and Deschutes National Forest. But luckily, I think we are lucking out when it comes to a lot of the thickest smoke. So for today, we'll continue to have some haze, mainly up in the Cascades and into our west side valleys and even along the coast. But I think we should have some pretty good air quality for Siskiyou County and for the east side, even though we still do have that air quality advisory in place for Klamath County through the end of the day. Temperatures will still be about 15 to 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. But for the evening, it's going to feel pretty good out there, especially for the Heart of the Rogue Festival. It goes from 4 to 8 p.m. It'll be a little toasty by the time we get to the start of this, 4 p.m. near 90 degrees, but by the end of it, it should be very pleasant outside, and that's going to equate to some very nice weather for kickoffs tonight, too. Of course, we have lots of football games kicking off across the Newswatch 12 viewing area. Now, overnight, things are going to be a little chilly once again, pretty comparable to what we're seeing for this morning, with 30s and 40s on the east side, 40s for west side valleys, and 50s there along the southern Oregon coastline, where we'll continue to see some patchy marine layer fog and clouds. All right, here is your Friday night football forecast. I forgot I put this graphic in here, but yeah, like I mentioned, it's going to be very comfortable, pretty similar conditions to what we saw last week. Doesn't really feel like football weather, especially it's just so jarring that it's the middle of October. And we're going to have more unseasonal conditions for the weekend. Temperatures still about 15 to 20 degrees above average for this time of the year. We know it's going to be hazy on Saturday. We don't have enough reliable model data that goes out to Sunday for smoke, but if I had to guess, it'll probably be pretty hazy for Sunday as well. We get a little cool down in terms of temperatures as we head into Monday, but we're still going to be way above average for this time of the year. Here is your 7-day forecast along the coast. We will see, I'd say, pretty consistent weather after Saturday. We'll see temperatures just staying in the 60s, maybe a few more clouds for Sunday and Monday as that dry cold front comes through, but we're not expecting any rain, unfortunately. And then for Siskiyou County, we are going to stay deadlocked in the 80s for the next 7 days. A few clouds for Monday and Tuesday, but that's about all she wrote as far as active weather is concerned. For the Klamath Basin, I think we're going to see some decent air quality today, even with that air quality advisory in place. I think it's going to be Saturday and Sunday when winds start kicking more up out of the east, and that'll bring maybe a little bit of thicker smoke into the Klamath and Great Basins. For the Cascades and Siskiyous, we're going to see some hazy conditions for the next couple of days, and then thankfully we cool down as we head into next week. And then for the Rogue Valley, near 90 degrees for the next 3 days, and then dropping down to 80 degrees for Monday.
Okay, well, somewhat cooler weather ahead for next week. I mean, I know it's not the pattern you want to see. It's really not the pattern any of us want to see, so maybe we'll be into the 70s the week after that.
Since the weather, the mood and the weather really isn't shifting, my mood is shifting to compensate. So yesterday I was trying to put a positive spin on it. Today, I'm just back in a bad mood. Come on, what is this? Come on.
Yeah, weather really will do a number to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Well, thank you.
It's all good, of course.